Isn't it astonishing that we are responsible for alpha, not the evangelical Etonian rebranding of Christianity, but the alpha consulting in the Seychelles? And this has benefited oligarchs, particularly Yevgeny Prigozhin, and apparently even Putin himself. Putin's inner circle has benefited from all this sort of offshore didgeridoo, and the secrecy that goes with it. We've allowed people. So we have been at the forefront of this let's impose sanctions, and at the same time we have provided the means for avoiding lots of those sanctions. We come back to the whole thing. Is sanctions, or are sanctions, a good thing or a bad thing? I personally think they are appalling, partly because of all these maneuvers that companies can use to avoid them if they've got the sense, and secondly because sanctions hit ordinary people. Sanctions don't hit the big bosses that we want to target. This whole idea of targeted sanctions is as absurd as just simply stopping selling Heinz beans or M&S baby clothes. It's, in the end, there's going to be. Do you know there's a Russian version of Amazon which works very healthily in modern Russia, simply because Amazon has stopped doing its job there. And all we are doing by imposing sanctions is shifting the economic model and making life difficult for ordinary people. And here we see how utterly absurd is the sanction system when people like Leonid Ryman, when people like Prigozhin can take advantage of systems to avoid. Alpha, by the way, which I think is based in the Seychelles, is run by a Russian businesswoman anyway called Victoria Varkovslava, and it's very, very successful. And we should be ashamed, really, of these loopholes that we allow at the same time as banging on the dispatch box about our determination to punish individual Russians. It hasn't worked, and we look foolish.